Makato was also a Force ghost that showed up for Tanjiro. She was like the one that was there when so Tanjiro was fighting against Sabito, right? And let me say this, Makato or Makoto, Makoto, this girl, she went into selection, and she died too. And Sabito, tried to save her, and she ended up dying too. You know, and they were students at Orokodaki. She showed up for, Tanjiro Kamado, as a Force Ghost. After, Sabito showed up as a Force Ghost, she showed up too. And she said, well, you'll have to, no, you'll have to just, handle that training and shit. It's hard, but you will be able to, get through it. You have to keep going there and everything else. I know it's discouraging and everything else. You keep losing to Sabito, or, really he was losing to the rock in front of him. He wasn't able to cut it. He wasn't able to cut through this rock. But then, you know, she would talk to him and keep him basically, going. Encourage him to, continue on his path, because this was an easy training for him. He grew long hair, and he's like seeing these ghosts that ain't there. Um, but she was there, and she, helped him through it. You know, she was not the best combatant, but she understood that it was, tough being a student of Orokodaki, but he could do it because he actually had more potential than she had, and he would actually, go on to be a demon slayer and shit. So she kept, pushing him to do better. So Makato, this girl, her strength is 75% with her speed at a 78, and then her durability is 75%, and the 80 or 78% for endurance, and 79 for the intelligence, a 72 for experience with the 75 for close skills, 77 for range skills, and then 76 for recoup, 79 for hacks, and then an overall power score of 76.6. She was just, trying. She was living in times where demons are, so she, tried to be a demon slayer. She died, and then she came back as a Force Ghost to also help Tanjiro push through his, training before selection, and, remind him that he actually is the demon slayer. And said, cool, because that's Makato.